coverage at the price of paradise, and the local man reaching out to us saying that he feels priced out because of homeowners insurance. He was told he has to pay for more coverage as Citizens property insurance now requires homeowners to carry flood insurance. Right now, Citizens is phasing in the flood insurance requirement. This year, anyone whose home is valued at $500,000 or more must now get flood insurance. By 2027, all Citizens policy holders must have it, whether they live in a flood zone or not. But it is how Citizens actually comes up with your home's value that has one Hudson man questioning Citizens' methods.
I sent the email into Action News saying, I have issues along the same genre that you're following with this story, and I wanted to know if you'd be interested.
And he reached out to ABC Action News anchor Nadine Yanez for answers.
If I went through a tall stand of pine trees, I'd lose my signal.
Kevin Mead likes to hold on to things of the past.
Why do you have all of this?
Just never throw anything away. Original StarTAC.
And he wishes
Do you like to remember the good old days?
I'm a historian.
he could turn back the dial to the days when his homeowner's insurance was thousands less.
Have you been paying more for insurance?
Unequivocally. When I bought this house in 2008, my policy was $1,400 a year.
Where are you at now in 2025?
They just recently renewed my policy for $5,280 for the year.
But when he renewed, he got this letter saying he has to pay even more in coverage, as Citizens property insurance is now requiring him to get flood insurance.
I'm on Social Security. I'm retired. I can't just go fabricate more money into my bank account every month so I can address an increase in my insurance policy. Or I have to do something more drastic, like sell my home and move somewhere where I can afford the insurance.
Is that stressful?
Yes, but I try not to let it bother me.
It's part of a phased plan to get all Citizens policyholders on flood insurance by 2027. This year, it's any house at $500,000 or more.
And I was able to collect several years worth of policies that I have with Citizens and how they have steadily increased over the years. And like I said, now they're demanding that, I carry flood insurance because my house is over $500,000, and there's no way my house is that worth.
In fact, the Pasco County Property Appraiser's Office values his house at just under $387,000. So how did Citizens come up with the $549,000 price tag for Kevin's home?
I would be curious as how they would justify a $250,000 increase in replacement costs for my home. My home hasn't changed in 40 years.
Turns out it's written right there in the letter.
Starting January 1st, 2025, for a structure that has a dwelling replacement cost of $500,000 or more.
The key words here:
dwelling replacement cost, which means the cost to rebuild the house, not the market value of the house.
Here's Jay Colehouse with HH Insurance Group.
As an example, a house on Bayshore Boulevard in South Tampa can have a very high market value, but has the same reconstruction value of a house located in, say, Dade City. And so as a result of that, it's basically a construction price estimator.
Now, Citizens Property Insurance tells me you can submit another evaluation on what those replacement costs will be to try to avoid this flood insurance requirement for now.
Citizens will accept an alternative of the 360 value or a different one as long as the input data is the same. But for the most part, they're typically within 2 to 5% of each other, up or down.
What are your thoughts on how they calculate this?
The proof is in the pudding, as the saying goes. But Citizens is going to find a way to, in my opinion, get some money.
So after all of this, Kevin decided he's going to shop his policy around, and he ended up getting quoted with another insurance company at $600 less than his current Citizens premium. And he doesn't have to pay for that required flood insurance. It's why industry leaders say as the market is recovering, shop your policy around. You could get a better deal on insurance. In Pasco County, with photojournalist Josh Whitston, I'm Nadine Yanez.